number 3 in João Pessoa at our elite event here in Brazil, the easternmost city.
His setting, his movement. So, yeah, I think Andre will be very comfortable with him.
And get things underway in our men's round of 18. It's a healthy cut from Hellvig up the seam. Sweden in those.
And most teams are not setting that high, but very precise.
Yeah, the wind is a factor here. If you're just listening to the first time this weekend, you have not heard me talk about the wind. That is a high snap, and there is a touch.
Slip long, but still a good swing.
Nice wrap from Renato, and then perfect pass for the jump set option machine to take into effect that one. Ability to manage some of the wind conditions, and when it is windy, you can shrink the set a little bit is helpful. You can see that set doesn't get all the way to Hellvig, and Andre is set up.
Someone that you would usually expect to be in the medal rounds and hasn't been there since Gstaad, which was a special tournament with him and George, but still Sweden heavy favorites here.
Well, they had a forfeit out due to an injury, and they come back and take down the Sagstadters in 2 straight sets to find themselves here in the round of 18. Nice chesty dig from Renato on the ricochet. An excellent option taken from David down the line for the clean kill.
I mean, when you're on the good side, you definitely want to make use of that with the serve. I think it's a chance to do more with the serve than you usually would, especially if you have a topspin serve. So you see someone like Wozniak, for example, or Renato in this case, they have such a nice topspin serve. It's the time to bring it out and maybe put it in, and kind of survive. I think most teams have a mentality of like trying to survive the bad side.
Yep. Very well said. Hellvig out wide, and Hellvig stays high and just through the top of that block of Andre.
Yeah, and I think most teams are considering like Sweden in this
for
case.
Teams who are training all year together to manage some of these conditions. Short serve on Andre. Andre cross court, another dig from David. Renato off speed. That one finally finds the sand cleanly. It hasn't been easy for Brazil. Speed is important. Anytime that ball hangs in the air a little too long, Åhman's all over it. And no one's going to be on that one as Åhman thunders one. You know, you've played them 3 times. Here's Renato from the left. Nice move from Hellvig, but it's covered from Andre. Andre into the lap of David. Hellvig gets his mitts on it, and again, they score in transition. They can
really reading and going for that one shot. It's very special.
Good high pass from Renato. It's 8-14. Brazil needing to find something. Another healthy crack. That's a beautiful swing from Renato, and Renato goes for it again and misses. This is Renato's first service error of this match. High overhead to Andre. Cut shot. David's all over these cut shots right now. Another chance here, Andre. Deep. Karate chop dig from David, and everything going the way of Sweden right now.
Yeah, really quick reaction, really smart, just in that split second that he has to make a decision whether or not.
The opposite of that right now. When the team is suffering, you need more energy from the fans. And so let's see if they can get one kill here. They're not going to get it yet, and the frustration continues here for Andre and Renato.
And I don't think they've been making too many errors. It's just that Sweden is playing perfect. It's going to switch sides, I think, maybe.
Yeah, little side switch here. Work it back. Dropping serve for Åhman, and that one is good.
It's looking tough for Brazil right now.
It is looking a little tough here for the Brazilians. And here comes a little energy from the fans. And at this point in the game, you kind of have to start finding some rhythm for the next set, and they're not going to get it with that swing as Hellvig.
Yeah, very focused performance by Sweden so far.
High set to Andre. This one drifting a little bit. Another good dig. It's going to be a freebie, though, the way of Brazil. Renato overhead. Renato fast on the line. David comes flying in to get a touch on it. Nothing going clean right now for Brazil.
Yeah, it's a nice vision into the block. And it's not going to be easy for Renato to get the ball to the sand with Åhman in this kind of form.
Hellvig receiving. Hellvig slapping it down the line. Nice set on a chaos pass there from David. Set point number 1 here for Sweden. They have a handful of them. It's been all Sweden in this round of 18 match. That is a healthy swing from Andre. Dare I say over the top of Hellvig.
I think at this point, calling a timeout is almost kind of giving Brazil something.
Yes, yes.
And they don't need to, right? And that's actually, I think, a good decision from them, right? If you call the timeout, you kind of watch out for when they play the Vikings later on, hopefully in this tournament.
Yes, yes. Razzie has been pushing them, and there is a great swing to start this match, or excuse me, the second set off.
And they're happy with their performance, and then that makes them play even better, even though that's after an Olympic year.
Right.
They're not happy with themselves, and they kind of come back to full form.
And
wow.
The jump pokey set from Hellvig. The lefty can do it with either hand. It's something they practice. It's not a fluke that happens. Trouble on this pass. Good roll up there. What a crack from Andre. That ball goes into the bleachers.
Like pokies, left-handed things, chicken wings, and that kind of builds your overall skills as well that they then actually do show in the match.
I agree with you completely. Super healthy. Nice touch there as Andre decides for that late pull, but there hasn't been a lot of dig to transition opportunities for Brazil. But I like the energy they're playing with here in set number 2, a little bit better than set number 1. Another healthy swing. Åhman's there. A little chicken wing dig from Renato, and that's going to catch the net at the worst area.
There's a little bit of fortune for Brazil.
Yes. It's the fortune that they didn't have in that first set. Good dropping serve on David. Short little shot. What touch for Åhman. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a good read from Renato sitting on the line. It became not such a good set, but it was a good set.
It was good. I promise it was good. This one staying more true. Good change up there and a little limbo action in front of you. Even if it is a little tight, even if it's a low, the vision increases. Your percentage of side out increases, and that is going to increase your ace percentage.
On the road again to winning this match.
There's another one. The X Factor coach here in the box.
I called it.
You called it.
That's how you get out of the rut.
That's how you get out of the rut. Put up tight. Let Hellvig go to work. Andre, deep. Åhman's there. Good hustle here from Hellvig. Resetting is Renato to the cut shot, and Hellvig playing some defense, and those cutties have not been going down when David's back there, but Hellvig back there to play a little deep.
Yeah, I think Hellvig's quite good to find.
It's too quick.
Brazil have to speed it up.
The middle serve, a little bit of trouble here. That is a brilliant serve from David, and that serving is not really their strength for Sweden, but they're finding a couple aces.
Kind of aces, but they're a team that kind of gives constant pressure with very low errors, right? So in a way, they have some service pressure, but definitely not like Renato kind of going for it for the big ace.
Good swing from Andre down the line.
Especially for Hellvig if he's receiving a lot of serves and he's jump setting and blocking.
A lot of jumps. People, I think, overlook the amount of jumps that these Swedish boys take due to the jump set offense. That's perfect. That's a little faster shot from Andre.
Yeah, and I think he did well to open up the court as well, get his feet under the ball. His favorite swing is that cross-court.
His coaches have the freedom now to call the timeout, which I think is healthy because sometimes you're, as a player, like you said, we're stubborn as players. Nice touch from Renato. Big opportunity here in transition. It's not going to be taken. It's another perfect dig from David. And nobody up, and Renato sticks out an arm, but that one is not going to come back. 15-12, Sweden continuing to put on a show, and that one off the... Brazil survive there on that side change. A little 2-point lead here for Sweden, and another rocket sent down the line from Hellvig.
Again, they have to go for the serve again like they did at the beginning of the set.
Getting Andre to the sand. There's a healthy swing from Andre Loyola going sharp cross court.
Yeah, I think that's much better when he's opening the court more, kind of establishing the sharp angle on both sides. And then Hellvig has to kind of be committed to one of the two, kind of instead of being in front of it.
Nothing David could do about that one. 14-16. High pass. A little bit inside, and what high contact from Hellvig to go off the top of the hands of Andre and David, which is crazy to me. Both extremely springy athletes. Andre all the way out wide, and somehow catching the elbow on the tape there of Hellvig.
He's making so many digs, and he's almost able to dig any ball that when he doesn't get the opportunity, he really gets frustrated from it.
High pass is a little bit tight. The first kind of error we've seen. Good pass, jump sets a little inside, and still they manage to swing off the hands. That's the perk of the jump set, Andre, a touch late. Match point number 1 here for the Swedes. They're going to take it immediately Hellvig gets the stuff on Andre and Renato.